Hello and welcome to the Office of the State Engineer's tutorials. This tutorial is on how to submit a meter reading from your water well. Water measurement is essential for the Office of the State Engineer to manage New Mexico's limited water supply into the future. Well water is measured using totalizing meters, measuring in either gallons or acre feet. This tracks water usage from one point of diversion, or what we call a pod, for an annual period. 1 acre foot is equal to 325,851 gallons. You can divide the total number of gallons that you have diverted through the year by 325,851 to make sure that you stay within your allotted water right measured in acre feet. For instance, if you have diverted 189,025 gallons of water in any time period, to calculate that in acre feet, divide that number by 325,851, and you will see that that is just over a half an acre foot. Water rights are assigned an OSE file number, which is used to track the quantity any pod is allowed to divert in any given year, which is measured in acre feet. These pods, whether surface water or groundwater, are assigned a unique pod number. This number consists of a 2-letter basin code followed by a 5-digit pod number, and sometimes you will have a suffix such as pod 1 or pod 2. If you click on that number, it will give you all the readings, including an annual summary. In 2017, regulations were updated requiring that newly constructed wells be issued a well ID tag with a unique identifier that will relate to the OSE pod number to allow more confidence when identifying a well when there are multiple pods related to one water right. That well ID tag, if available, can be used to submit your meter readings. You may have a permit with permit conditions requiring you to install a meter and submit meter readings, or the area in which your well resides may have a metering order requiring you to install a meter and submit meter readings. The permit or the order will also tell you the frequency those readings are expected to be submitted. Many permits require that you file a proof of beneficial use for your water, and having submitted accurate meter readings can assist you in proving up your water right. The frequency of submitting your meter readings will either be monthly, quarterly, or annually. Whether you submit your meter readings through the mail, email, or online, it is determined first by whether your water right is fully entered into our computer system. Not all of the water rights are entered, or what we call abstracted, into the computer. Only fully abstracted areas and pods that have a meter module already created will be able to submit your meter readings online. If you're not sure, you can search for your pod number on the website or call the local office to find out. And if you have not had a meter module created, you must complete this form and send it to us so that we can create the module. It includes all the information, include the serial number, make, moving number of dials, the model, multiplier, and the size of the meter. Here are some examples of meter types and how to read them. Each dial has a manufacturer's name and model. The dials may look differently and record in different measurements, but many in the field look just like this, measured in gallons, and depending on how much water must be recorded in any one period, you will have anywhere from 6 to 8 dials, or you may have a multiplier of either 10, 100, or 1000. Multipliers are stationary zeros at the end of the meter's numerical dial. We put that multiplier in our system, so your job is to only report the reading of the dials that move. So here, this gives an example of a Badger meter, and the serial number is 184799709. You can see that the model is a 55 record-all. It's measured in gallons. It's a 1-inch diameter. The multiplier is 0. There is only one stationary 0, so that means the multiplier of your meter is 10. The reading is only the numbers that move, which would be 0, 1, 0, 8, 0, 4. And that is the number that you would take over to the form, or that is the number that you would enter into the system if you are doing it online. This shows a Hayes meter cover, and the serial number is 40504608. This is also measured in gallons. It's a 1-inch diameter meter. It is a Hayes 05 meter, and the reading would be only the numbers that move, which would be 043685. That last 0 is a multiplier. Next, you would put that on the form, or you would put that number into the system depending on how you are submitting it. This is a Zinner meter. The serial number is 00555913. This meter was very difficult to read as some sand had blown in on top of it, so it may require for you to clean the face of the meter before you can read it. Only has one zero that does not move. It is measured in gallons. It's a 3/4 inch ZPM Nitro 1 model PMN. And so the reading on this meter would be 027885. This is what you would put on the form, 027885. So sometimes your meter will fail or stop measuring accurately, requiring you to replace the meter. Or you may have just had a well recently constructed and are installing a new meter. Be sure and indicate that on number 2 in the red letters and check there if that is a new or replaced meter. All totalizing meters must be reviewed and approved by the OSE prior to installation. The list of approved meters is located on our website on the meter webpage. Once a meter is selected and installed, you must submit the initial meter readings because it is not always zero. I've shown you the form that you must submit with the meter installation information, and that includes the meter make and model, the number of moving dials, the number of stationary zeros, or what we refer to as the multiplier, and the initial reading. Failure to give us the initial reading may cause inaccuracies on your computed annual diversion. At the end of the month or quarter end, depending on the requirements of your order or permit condition, you must read the face of the meter and report it to the OSE. Send these documents to us via U.S. Postal Service. You can fax it in, email it in, or you may go to Mr. Web, which is our online meter reporting system. On our website, there is a link that takes you to Mr. Web, which is the web application for entering that reading. First, you must have either the well tag number or the water right file number, and you need the meter make and serial number, including the reading. So if you click on the link, your first step, enter your well tag number or the water rights file number. The well ID tag number may be found on the well permit, or the tag ID may be affixed to the well casing by the well driller. The water right file number, if you do not have your water right file number, you may go to the water rights lookup and search for your information there. Once you have entered that information, the next step is to select your meter. If you don't see your meter or it was replaced, you may have to contact us. Next, you would then enter in your reading date and also the meter reading. And again, that is just the movable dials, do not include the multiplier. When submitting meter information, count all of the dials, even if no water has been diverted. So once you have entered your reading, click Add Reading. You would then enter in your telephone number, email address, the district office, and check that you acknowledge the terms. Sign and submit your meter readings. And then this gives you an opportunity to download a copy of the meter reading that you're submitting for future reference. And this is the page that you go to for your meter readings. This also includes the email addresses if you would wish to email the meter reading in, and the form you would need in order to do so. If you would like additional assistance with the Mr. Web, please contact the district office. We'd be happy to help you. This is their contact information. We have a YouTube channel with more tutorials on how to look up your water rights, complete forms, and transfer water rights into your name. Be sure and click subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications. This concludes our tutorial on how to submit meter readings.